Those are fucking torqued.
Well, that hurt, but DC still runs, so round 2.
Got double gas down little cylinders.
Just picked up the 340 last night, the 2.4 Old Milwaukee, eh? Fuck, that's good shit. Oh, something hit my leg.
Another day, another beer. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Cortez. I'm here along with the co-host, KosmicFade, on the first ever 239 Tonight. How you doing, Cosmic?
What's up? I'm just sending it. We're about to talk about 239. That's what we like to do. And it's going to be a good show.
Absolutely. And what we have tonight is the agenda. You're gonna see this on the start of every show. It's gonna come in. You're gonna see that whole Larry Teicher video. You're gonna see. We might change the starting video up once in a while, but as of right now, you're gonna see, that you're gonna see the starting image, and then you're gonna see tonight's agenda. And tonight's agenda, we're gonna be introducing the show, of course. Little details about the show, and then we're gonna talk about the good and the bad of each captain. Then we're going to talk about draft strategies. Then we're just going to talk about shit going on around the league. And then the end of hashtag just going to send it is just any random shit that we want to send. So,
oh, yeah.
Cosmic, go ahead and do anything you want.
All right. So, 239 Tonight. What do we plan to do? This every Monday, every Tuesday?
We'll, it's either a Monday or Tuesday. I know we wanted to split it up and kind of separate it from, the rest of the league. Kind of, do a different night than... just different time of the week than everybody else.
Yeah, because you got the Throwdown Thursday. You got ESO Run Friday. So what are you doing from Friday to next Thursday? Just no coverage. So we're planning that coverage that people are looking for. So that's our goal, I guess.
Absolutely. What a goal to start it off with the mascots. By the way, what you're going to be, you see the agenda now. We're actually going to go and be playing threes at the same time, and I just realized I didn't have it up yet, so I apologize for that. But it's kind of it's the first dry run of 239 Tonight. Things will get adjusted throughout time, but we'll figure that out as we go on. But anyway, the next thing. So the show, it's gonna be Monday or Tuesdays. And we're going to kind of figure out the time. Whether it's going to be like an 8 or 9 o'clock show. Obviously, as the season keeps going, we're still trying to figure out how long the show... We don't want the show to be long. That's the thing. We want it to be different. We want it to be a little bit shorter. We don't want to be spewing the same shit everybody else is already spewing. But it's kind of hard with the draft due to everyone... that's the only thing going on right now. So, that's what we got to talk about. That's what we're going to do. So... we're just going to kind of stay in that wheelhouse. Apparently, costume party. Score goals and mascot in the NHL 3's game.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Right.
Yeah, so go ahead and bring us right into that first topic of good and bad of each captain.
So who do we have first? Neymar, correct?
Actually, I'm gonna do it right in the order that it shows on the sheet. Like it shows like the team. So why don't we start right with Daly?
Daly? Okay,
Yeah.
so it's one good thing about Daly. I'd say his leadership. He's done this before. He obviously won the championship last season, and he he plays good under the spotlight, and he's everyone's team to hate, and he loves every second of it. And he plays better when there's doubts against him. So if you ever end up on his team, he good captain, big leader, and you can't have a bad season on his team. It's just impossible. He makes everybody better on his team. But one bad thing might be his gameplay style, I guess. He plays defense, right defenseman, and he's one of the best lockdown, or not lockdown defensemen. He's one of the best at right Ds in the league. And one thing about his game is he might take his game and might try and do everything by himself, which I mean could be a bad thing, but also could be a good thing at the same time, depending on the situation. But definitely, if you're looking to win and you're looking to play a good cycle game, Daly is the team for you. And scouting might also be an issue for him. I haven't seen him scouting at all. He says the champion should never scout because he knows everyone in the league, apparently. Which I don't doubt it, but that might come against him knowing the rookies in this draft, that they're very deep and lots of rookies coming in. I don't know how many signups. I don't know the exact number, but it's definitely a lot more than last season. And just a lot of talent in the rookie pool. And if he doesn't know that, he might be behind the 8 ball already. So that's that.
All right. Yeah. So the X to the D to the ALY. We got Daly because he ain't got no alibi. Anyway. So yeah, you're good and bad. It's just his positioning, and like he's good as a defenseman, he's good as a leader, but at the same time he doesn't really scout, and sometimes he does play a different system than what people are used to, and it's kind of you're either with the program or you're not. So that's a pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. I think that was done pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Next thing, we'll go into Shock. My thing is on Shock is I don't know him well at all. I actually have never played a game with him. I've never talked to him. I've never done anything with him. The one negative thing I could say off the bat is I've heard from every captain that he's almost impossible to get a hold of. So I guess that's really the only negative thing I can say. Positive, I really don't know. I think he knows guys that are coming in from the other leagues, so he's going to know a lot about this rookie talent coming in from the other leagues. But other than that, there's not really much I can give on Shock because I personally don't know him and I don't want to say something wrong. So
he likes to draft people that he knows, but if you want to scout for him, it's almost impossible because he won't ask you, and if you ask him, he probably won't respond. So. Yeah.
All right. Here, let's do Agent, and I'm gonna do Agent, and then we'll do Marty after him, and I'll let you do Marty. Okay.
Got it. Go for it.
So, Agent. My only thing is about Agent, and it's something I'll say about another captain later on. I don't... Negative-wise, we'll talk negative first, and I'll go into the positive with him. I think that Agent can't really carry an offense. And by that, I'm not saying Agent's bad. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to be here, because that's not it at all. He's a good NHL player regardless. I just don't think he's that catalyst to an offense that's going to be bringing it all the way and make sure all these goals are happening. I could be wrong. He could prove me wrong, too. That's in my opinion. But positive thing for Agent is he's a cool guy. He might stay quiet when the team starts to lose, but he'll always be back at the end of that game saying, all right, let's worry about the next one. Like, let's get it going. Let's come back. Let's play better than we did last time. And that's good. And he wants his team to be good. He wants his team to be... He wants to be on top. And after the season we had last season at the Old Dad Special, with a lot of emo happening and differences of opinion for captains and stuff, I think you're going to see him want to have a really bounce back season. I think you're going to see him want a chemistry built team from the beginning, people he really likes to play with, and that's definitely good. And I think that's something that's going to help him out as a captain. And I think if you're looking to play with him, really cool guy. He cares a lot about his team. He cares about how the team does. So I think you'll have a good time if you play with Agent there. So yeah, that's the good and the bad
I
about
definitely
Agent.
agree with that. So who's next? Who's on the list?
We got Mr. Marty McFly.
All right, Marty McFly. What's the thing about Marty McFly is he is definitely a natural leader. Like he's only captain season 1. In season 1, he brought his team to a final, and since I was on that team, I know a lot about it. He's very organized. He likes to get his team on practice. He wants to get to know his team, which is always helpful. Building that hashtag Ken when we get the Dom later, but we'll leave that. So always, if you do get drafted to his team, and we're doing this just mostly for the rookies that you might not know every captain. So if you were to get drafted by any captain, you would know what to look out for. So that's why we're doing this. But definitely one good thing about Marty, he's the leader. He gets everyone organized, and he likes to win.
Beauty pass, by the way. Huge Sally by Spartacat there with the backflip.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hold on. Breakaway. Big save. So one bad thing about Marty might be is, like you said about Agent, he might tend to get quiet when your team starts to lose. And also, he doesn't like extremely obnoxious, I can't speak today, obnoxious people on his team. Doesn't like people who are extremely loud, because he likes to stay focused, and if you try and talk an insane amount or just not focused on the game, he won't really appreciate that, and you'll start to see play with him. But other than that, he is competitor. He likes to win, and I definitely see him winning a lot of games this season. So yeah.
Alrighty. All right, next we got D-Mart. Of course, everybody here should know D-Mart. If you're a rookie, get to know D-Mart. You want D-Mart to be your friend. And the reason being is definitely a good thing about D-Mart is he's the catalyst to an offense. He is considered the best player, one of the best, if not the best player in the league here. Best forward player, especially. Any team you put him on as a forward, he's going to help them out. He's a huge asset to any team. And now that he's a captain especially, he already kind of has that, he's that one guy, the one elite guy a team needs, and now he can kind of build a team around him, which is definitely a good thing. Like I said, he's going to bring a lot to the offensive side. I think he's been scouting too. He's been getting a hold of specific people he might want to play with. I was going to say, I think the only negative thing from that aspect, though, is that he may be hindering himself to some different talent that he might not have already known about. Like, for instance, I know I got scouted because he knew of me, but I don't think I would have been scouted if my name wouldn't have been talked about throughout the league in any way, shape, or form. So I maybe that might be the only negative thing I could say about D-Mart right now. So yeah, that was beautiful. But either way, I was gonna say, I think the only negative thing is he hasn't done too much scouting, as in like reaching out to these random people. To my knowledge, he may have actually done it. So if that's the case, sorry, D-Mart. But positive thing, he's the catalyst in any offense. I believe he's captain before. I think he brought his team to the finals or won the championship twice, is what you were telling me.
Season 0 and Season 1, he has won the championship.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you can tell he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's good enough to help a team out. Like the team he was just on this last season went to the finals. He's good. He knows what he's doing. So if you get drafted by him, you should be on a good squad. So you don't have much to worry about with D-Mart.
For sure. I definitely agree. D-Mart is definitely an elite player. Probably one of the best, if not the best, players in this league.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All
so,
right.
who's
on
next?
The next? We got Mr. Pale Poner.
Oh.
Beauty. Fucking beauty goal.
So, Pale Poner. One good thing about Pale Poner, he definitely scouts a lot. As soon as he gets named captain, you'll see his thread on the site looking for people to scout. So if you throw your name in there, you're almost guaranteed to get a game with him. So he definitely knows this rookie pool, and he definitely can build his team around the good rookies because he knows all of them. And his picks, I don't think he has a first round pick, and all of his picks are in like the second and third round.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So he's definitely
Second and fourth round, I think. Actually, hold on. Yeah, he doesn't have a pick in the third round because he has 3 in the second, and then he has 1 in the fourth and 1 in the fifth. From my knowledge.
So he can definitely pick those sleepers in the second and fourth round.
Yeah.
And so it's definitely not limiting his ability to win. So that's that. But one bad thing about him might be is I don't think when you're in game with him, I don't think he talks an insane amount. Like he communication. I've never been on a team that he's captain, but I know when we played on him in season 2, unless if you were talking to him, he didn't really talk to anyone else. So.
Well, do you remember what we talked about the other night that we were telling, like, you know how we were talking about scouting, and he knows about these new rookies coming into the league that don't play in other leagues. Like, for instance, like Wiz Khalifa, like 28Gs. Like, he knows about them. He's played with them. But he doesn't know everything about these. As you can tell from, like, watching Throwdown, he doesn't know about these rookies coming in from the other leagues. Like, he doesn't know about these. And by rookies, I mean rookie to 239, not rookies in general. Just rookies to 239. So that's something that I think hinders him a little bit, that he doesn't know about these good guys coming in that are going to be these early second round to late first round picks right now, just because of how good they are. They're just not normally from this league. So I think that's something that may hinder him, but I just wanted to kind of throw that out there.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right. Who's next?
We got Mags, Magilla,
What do you have
72.
to say about Magilla? What's
So
up?
I got to play a few scouting games with them. Obviously, the whole concept throughout all of this for anybody watching is I've played a lot of scouting games. Okay, so I'm on people's radar, but but Mags, cool guy. He played left D when I was doing the scouting games. I was playing right D. He knows his position. He plays it really well. He seems like a very nice shutdown captain. Like, he knows what he's doing. He seems like he's gonna have a good squad. I'd say the only negative thing I have really is that I don't know more about him, especially with playing with him. Like, there wasn't a lot of talking. There wasn't a lot of, and by talking, I don't mean like, talking in game of like, hey, be at this place, be at this spot. I just mean more of the whole, just talking in a party, having a good time. Kind of like the same thing we were talking about with Pale. Maybe like he doesn't like to talk a lot when he plays, and I think it was kind of the same thing as Marty. But that's probably my only negative thing I really have to say. I mean, Mags has the number 1 pick right now, so that's no matter what, he's gonna have a half decent squad, especially with having the first overall pick. So
yeah, I definitely agree. He's also he's very, I wouldn't say hard to get a hold of, but he doesn't like to scout people that he doesn't want to scout. And he's always appearing offline, so you never know when he's online or offline. So if you send him a message, he just might not reply if you want to scout for him. If you choose to scout for Magilla. But usually if you're in the you're in the website around 10:30, he usually throws in, hey, I need this position. If you're looking to scout, hit me up, and he'll do that. But he definitely won't scout anyone unless he's willing to scout you. So,
well, I feel special that I was gotten a hold of.
yeah.
I just realized I just poke checked the puck from you. I thought you were on the other team.
Okay. I can't tell with these white heads.
Like, I can't either,
tell
dude.
Who's on whose team? Whatever.
I can't
All right.
either.
What's next?
Next, Dominator Silva. Give me the 411 on the Dom.
Dom Silva. One good thing about him is he's a funny guy. He definitely talks a lot, and it's very easy to get along with. He's not really a rude person. I mean, in game he might get a little bit into it, but out of game, especially talking to him, he's definitely a very nice guy to know. One bad thing about him might be that just went.
Good
One
job.
one bad thing might be
He doesn't know who he wants to draft.
yeah, as he's always in the chat. He's looking for everyone to do mock drafts for him because I think he's indecisive about what he's going to pick at 2 and 3. He doesn't have any He doesn't have any first round picks. I think all of his picks are in the second or third round, right?
Yep.
So I just don't. With the rookies, I don't think he knows a lot about all of them, and I don't think he has a clue on who he's going to draft.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think the thing is because of this draft being so unpredictable right now, due to these rookies coming in from the other leagues, and due to the rookies that are coming in that are good, and people that might have had an outbreak season, compared to also the people that have been in 239 forever that should be drafted in specific spots. It's a very unpredictable draft. What a shot. What a goal, Cosmic.
I know, right?
But it's hard. The draft is unpredictable, which is why I can understand why Dom doesn't necessarily know who he's gonna take. It may be the fact of like he doesn't know who he's gonna take, or maybe the fact of he doesn't know who's gonna be available, which is why he wants a mock draft so he can kind of start getting his whole team down, or figuring out like who he'll be able to draft so he can start getting a team down from there. And I think that's something that will hinder him as a captain, because he should be able to do a mock in his own head. He should be able to understand all the other captains well enough that he goes, all right, I believe this captain will take this person. Not doing like who is best available for every pick. Just doing, I think this captain will take this person due to this reason. And I think he needs to do that all the way up until his picks and figure out who's going to be available. And of course, it's a gamble because it's what are the odds this person does take that. It's like a few picks are kind of easy to pick up on, but you know, like you're not gonna be able to predict everyone in this draft. You're not gonna be able at 3 and 4. Who the hell does Daly take? You know, like nobody knows. It could be a total surprise. So, I think with Dom, that's his negative thing is he just doesn't know who he wants.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know why you would ask for mock draft so much if you're indecisive. So that's definitely one thing that's bad about Dom Silva. But I think he figures it out. So, what do you have to? Who's next? What do you have to say?
Desired Customs. Personally, don't know enough about him. Another guy I can't really give a huge opinion on. I mean, he's one of the only guys I haven't played any scouting games with. I was in a party with him for about 3 minutes, and then that was about it. Then he got off. Huge dangle. But I guess the negative thing is he hasn't really, to my knowledge, hasn't really reached out about anything or anyone, and I don't know. I don't know enough about him. I don't know his skill set. I don't know. I don't really know much.
I just might say one good thing about him is this is definitely, like, although he's a rookie captain at 239, this is definitely not his first time captain. He's definitely captain in other leagues, and I heard he's a pretty good captain as well. So, yeah.
That's good then. Oh, I just failed that dangle.
Oh, breakaway. Big save.
But, so yeah, if, like, you're a rookie then, you know DC's an experienced captain. He has some knowledge on what he's doing. But I guess if you're a rookie and he hasn't really done any scouting, he probably doesn't know who you are anyway, so you might not get drafted. So, by him. But, yeah. On to the next. We have Chew Therapy. It's all you, pal. Go ahead. Give us a 411 on Chew Therapy.
It's the same thing for DC. I don't really know Chew Therapy enough to give you the ins and outs on what I might say. For one good thing is that I'd say he's a pretty funny person, and he definitely doesn't stop talking. He'll always keep the party going, which is a good thing, especially if he drafts someone who he knows, which seems to look like the plan. Then that party is definitely going to be always active, always fun to be in. So if you get drafted to his team, you're definitely not going to have a bad time.
Not at all. And, you know, he's also a top 5 goalie in the league.
Yeah,
top 5 goalie.
I don't know what he's going to play.
Yeah, we don't know if he's playing forward or goalie or whatever, but top 5 goalie in the league easily. He's good. He seems to be a cool guy. If you're a rookie and you get drafted by him, expect to send feet pics.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Huge thing about the Chew. If you really want him to like you, send him some Chew. It's literally in the name. Yeah, you'll be set from there. But yeah, Chew Therapy. There we go. So now on to I Soldier Up, aka DJ. This guy played on the Old Dad special with me. Great goalie, in my opinion. Another top 5 goalie in the league. Defensively, he also plays left D. I think defensively, he can be a good defenseman that's kind of like a catalyst to help an offense move forward. But I think in a defensive aspect, it's not the greatest thing. So it really all depends on where he plays himself. I think his strategy moving into this draft is he plays goalie and drafts everyone else that he can at best available for his draft picks, because I was going to say his negative thing definitely is right now is that he is not going to have a strong draft. He has the weakest picks. He doesn't have a promising chance of having a good squad as of right now. But you never know. Something could pull together. Something unpredictable could happen in the draft. Like, anything like that can happen right now. And I think that's something huge we got to look forward to here. So, positive thing, good goalie, good guy. He was on another emo team, just like how I said Agent was, and he's looking to...
That goal is gross, by the way.
Thank you. He's looking to have a bounce-back season. He wants to have a good team together that he likes to play with and has an enjoyable time, and basically all the things like that. Negative thing, has some bad picks, and I think also his strongest position is goalie, and due to his picks, though, I don't think he has the strongest chance of having good picks, even with him playing goalie. That's my thing.
Alright. So, how many do we have left, and who's next?
Okay. Last but not least,
Oh, I know who's next.
X ability X.
You doing this one, or am I doing this one?
We'll both do this one. I think we
Alright,
both
got
have an itch to do this one.
Okay, so you want to go first?
Your choice.
Alright, I guess I'll go first. One great thing about ability is that he's super easy to get along with. He's, like, me and him have, like, not, like, a lot in common, but when he played on my team last season, it was, me and him are, like, really good friends. Like, we each had each other a decent amount, and, yeah, he's definitely easy to get along with, so if you get drafted to his team, expect to have fun, because although he really wants to win, he wants the belt more than anybody, I think, this season, except for Daly. He just wants to take the belt away from Daly. That's his big goal this season. But one bad thing might be is that, again, like a couple other captains, I don't think he has an insane amount after the first two picks. I don't think he really knows who he wants to draft.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has, like, team set, and if he doesn't get all of them, his draft is just going to fall apart.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. So my thing with ability is, great guy. Now listen, for people that do know, ability and I don't hate each other. Every time we're at a party, we just pick on each other. It's friendly banter. It's not anything else. We're friends. We like each other. It's all fun. Ability, great guy, very fun. He's going to want to have a good time. He cares about the game. He cares about the league. And now that he's captain, I think he wants even to put it out there more that he knows this league, that he wants to be able to be on the throwdown and rub it in Daly's face out of all people that his team is doing well, especially starting out with having the very last pick in the round in the draft and trading his way around to not have that pick anymore. So I think he has something to prove right now because he really wants to take that belt from Daly. Like, he wants to win, but I think it's more of a focus of he wants to take the belt from Daly. So that's my positive thing, is that he does care. He's going to be a good captain. But I think the negative thing is, and it's kind of like an agent thing again, and I don't think he's a catalyst to the team. I think he's just there, if that makes sense. Like, ability can play goalie. Ability's decent at goalie. And then, but the thing is, though, he wants to play out this season. And none of us know how that's going to go. We don't know how ability is offensively compared to how he is in goalie. Like, is his better position goalie than it is forward? Obviously, I've seen him play forward. I've seen him play goalie. I've even seen him play defense now. I do think goalie's his best position, and that's no way me talking crap about you ability or to ability. So that's just my opinion. I don't think he's a catalyst to a team. I think he has to draft a team based on him playing goalie, and hopefully best people are available at some positions, because he does have two good picks in the first round there.
9 and 13, right?
Yeah. The beautiful D. Oh, that'd have been beautiful if that would have went in. But he does have a chance of having a strong team, but he needs to get those two guys that can carry his team offensively and maybe even defensively. It depends on what he wants to do with his two picks. And he needs to kind of make sure that he adjusts. Oh, I tried to pick top other corner. But he needs to adjust himself around that. And I think that's the negative thing, not the catalyst. Positive thing, very good guy, wants to win, knows the league, knows it well, does a lot of scouting. He cares. And I think that's definitely a positive thing.
For sure. Okay. What's next? I don't know if we're out of captains, right? Like, we're done.
We're out of captains. Yeah, that little segment is done. The next segment we have is kind of some draft strategies, but I think we wanted to take a different kind of route with that, didn't we? Like, we wanted to talk about, like, who has the best, like, who kind of has, like, the best draft.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about each captain, because that'll take... Let's just talk about...
Yeah, because we could talk for hours and hours just about... Literally, we could stay here for easily over 45 minutes and talk about what Daly could do as a captain. Oh, okay.
That's one hand, buddy.
Thank you. We could stay here for hours and just talk about what Daly would do as a draft strategy, like what we could see him do, all those little things. But like you said, we're going to do something a little different. So let's talk about who we think has the best chance at having the best team draft pick-wise, and let's talk about who has the worst draft picks. And then we'll just kind of branch off from there. So who do you think has the best picks in this draft?
I say Dom Silva. Dominator Silva. He's going to have, with his second and third round picks, but it comes with a big if. If he knows who he's going to draft, and he knows all the people that he drafts between second and third can play together, and he can play with them, he's going to have the best team, in my opinion.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Just so everyone that's watching, just in case you can't look at the draft sheet, as of right now, the day before the draft, with no trades happening, his picks are number 14 and 17 in the second round. So 3 picks apart. And then he has, in the third round, he has 3 picks coming in at 28, 32, and 34. So he'll have all 6 of his players, including himself, by pick number 34 in the third round, which is absolutely huge. I don't disagree with you at all that he has one of the best chances of having one of the best teams and such. My opinion on the fact is, I think there's 2 people here that I think have the best chance of having the best draft. But the reason I'm going to go with this one guy is because I think he is more of the catalyst to a team than the other one. So the 2 people I would say is between Agent and Marty, and aka Marty McFly, and Agent like 007X or whatever the
X007.
X007. Okay, so I think Marty's got the best picks here, and I think it's because, like I said, he's a little bit of a catalyst to the team himself. But he has 2 first-round picks, 7 and 8, back to back. So whoever is available at that time, he gets to completely have a team, start his team off from that whole draft pool of whoever he wants. So 7 and 8, if he wants a forward and another forward with him, or he wants a forward and a defenseman, like he has the choice, and that's going to mold his team right there. And then he still has a second-round pick at number 22. 7 and 8 in the first round is still, because of how the depth of his draft, you're still getting a great first-round pick. Like, you're getting someone that's good. Like, there's someone that easily could have still been in the top of the first round. It just didn't fit another captain's mold. So I think he's got 2 solid picks there. And then getting to the second round of 22, again, with the depth of this draft, I think there's so much good potential in people here that he's not really getting someone bad at 22. Like, he's going to get another potential late first rounder, early second rounder at 22. Again, just due to draft strategies, the captains here and who they want. So he'll have 4 people on his team, including himself, by pick number 22 in this draft. He won't have his draft finished as soon as Dom, but he still has a pick in the 4th round. Then he has his pick in the 5th round as well. And he should be... I just think he has the best chance due to him being a good player as well. And then Agent, I was going to say the other reason is because Agent, his first pick is not until number 24. But Agent has 4 picks in a row. So whoever is left in the draft at that point is going to be the starting 5. And then I think he picks his goalie in the 4th round at pick number 41. So he literally can adjust his whole team around how he wants it with those 4 picks in a row, with whoever's best available or whoever he has the best chemistry with at that point, anything like that.
Yeah.
So I'd still go with Marty, having the best one. So Marty and Dom, those are our 2 things right there. So if either one of them have the best teams, you heard it here first. 239 tonight, we think they had the best chances. Now, worst worst draft, worst picks, worst trades, everything. Who do you think's done it all? Who do you think has the worst chance in this draft?
Probably DJ. And I think a lot of people will agree with me that.
AKA I Soldier Up for people,
Yeah.
the rookies here that don't know people by name.
Yeah, I think DJ definitely has the worst draft, and especially mostly due to his draft picks. He traded out of good draft picks. He had the second pick or something like that.
Yeah, he had the second overall pick at one point. I think he was at like number 9 or 10 originally and traded up to get the second pick and then traded out of it and then didn't trade into something good. I don't know what went through DJ's heads in all these trades. I think he literally took himself from being at 9 or 10, which is shitty, but it's okay, into the number 2 pick, which is all right. You can have that elite guy that you want and has somewhat of a chance, and then traded out of it for some reason into a terrible draft, like a terrible placings. Like he's not a Dom that doesn't have a first round pick, but he has all second and third rounds. He's not a Pale that doesn't have a first round pick, but has three second rounds and then drafts his next guy in the 4th. He's just someone that hasn't traded properly and has the last pick in the first round, has another pick in the second round at 19, which is not bad because number 12 and number 19 pick, not bad at all. But then he doesn't have another pick until 36 in the third round. Okay, good. He has a pick in the first, second, and third round, but nowhere in a place that's like, oh, wow, that's a cool elite place. But then doesn't have another 2 picks until the 5th round. Yeah. So he misses the whole 4th round, where goalies are kind of expected to go, and those like rookie forwards that are coming into the league, not from other leagues, like the rookie guys coming in, are kind of expected to be taken. And I think it's going to hinder him. But I'll let you keep going. I kind of cut you off, so my apologies.
No, I definitely agree. I was going to say, I'm bringing up the draft sheet, and you said he has picks in the end of the first round, so 12. In the middle of the second round, which is good, at 19, and then all the way at the end of the third round, which is...
And I think the jump from pick number 25, which is the start of the third, to number 36 at the third, is going to be huge. I don't think... I don't know. Like, listen, I could be spewing my own shit. Like, I don't know where I go in this draft. Like, let's say just the difference between Cosmic as a forward and me as a forward, I think is the huge difference between pick number 25 and 36. If you know what I mean. Like, there's a huge fluctuation there. Like, I don't know. I just don't think DJ's in a good spot at all.
Yeah. He misses 7 picks after his first pick, and then he misses 17 picks after his second one. So,
yeah.
That's
then again, he just misses a whole entire round up until his pick in the middle of the 5th. Like, so it's just he's not in a good spot.
Not at all. So but due to his play, he might turn it around. He might just pick a team that he likes to play with. But on paper, he has the worst. He has
to. Okay, so we were talking about it the other night. Desired Customs. He has the second pick there, and he could be the whole. I don't want to continue to use the word catalyst, but he could be the difference maker this entire draft. And the reason I say that is because nobody knows who he's taking at number 2 right now, and whatever happens at number 2 can change this entire draft. Now, it's hard to say that just because DC picks somebody not like Brick City that everyone's kind of thinking might go at 2 means that DJ is going to end up with this great team, because I'm not saying that. I mean that it might change up other captain's draft strategies, and it might open up some people that DJ doesn't originally think he does have a chance of keeping. So that's something DJ needs to kind of hope for and look for. But DJ needs to put himself in net. He's a good left defenseman, but he needs to put himself in net. Being a top 5 goalie in the league, having great stats at the later half of the season because he got thrown into net this last season, I think he definitely needs to do it. I mean, there's a reason he was put up for a potential Vezina award, even playing half the games as the rest of the goalies. Like, he's good. He's a good goalie. He needs to play that for his team, and he needs to... I'm not sure if he drafts by best available or chemistry, because either way, he's not in a position where it's going to be easy to do either. So, I don't know.
Yeah. It's just not looking good. Yeah.
But we wanted to... We brought this up the other night. We'll move into the whole little segment of Around the League / Just Gonna Send It, okay?
Uh-huh.
We talked about Marine Mike, and it seems that this seems to be a topic on every show right now.
Yeah.
Where do you think Marine Mike goes? Now, it could be position, it could be round, or to a specific captain. Do you think he does go in the draft at all? Or do you think he becomes another waiver again? Or do you think he's an early rounder pick that shocks everybody? Like, what do you think? What do you have for, like, kind of a game plan here? Like, what are you thinking?
I think, like we said before, I think he finds a spot on the team because people know how he plays. And for some of the captains that didn't scout a whole lot, he's probably a safe pick towards the end of the draft because he can play left wing, lefty, and supposedly goalie, which I haven't seen him play goalie personally, but I don't know what his skill level is there. But
I saw you done know came in the chat last night on 239 and said Marine Mike equals Vezina. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but you never know.
You never know. I'd like to see that, Marine Mike for Vezina.
Could you imagine coming from waiver of the year to Vezina?
Oh, that would be insane. So we were talking. So as you said, we were talking about this before. Who do you think takes him?
It's gonna have to be somebody that Marine Mike fits into their mold. I don't think Marine Mike's a pick that you sit there and say, all right, he's the best available, I'm taking him. I think he's someone that has to fit into the mold of what a captain needs. And I personally think it ends up being it's either going to be a DJ pick with his 5th round pick there that he might just need someone that can kind of fill in at other spots. It may be an ability pick. You never know. You could even see Pale Poner take him. Because the thing is, it all depends on what a captain sees in Marine Mike. Because Mike's not bad at the game. And he can play in a spot everywhere. Like, he may not be the best at every position. He may not be the best in general. But he cares. He's going to be on. He cares about the league. He cares about playing. I mean, for Christ's sakes, the guy had more games played than someone I can use, for instance, is Esoteric from what he said on the E-Sober show. Like, he said that he played more games than him. And he was a waiver. So it's like, he obviously cares. He wants to be here. And I think he'll be a good asset to a team because he can play forward. He can play defense to a certain degree. And I think from what he said, he can play goalie, and he used to play goalie, and I've heard the league talk about him playing goalie. So it's like, realistically, I think he can do it. So I just think he has to fit into it. Wow, we just got dangle-dicked by a bot.
Oh, boy. I haven't seen that.
I haven't either. But I just think he has to fit the captain's mold. It's going to be an ability or a DJ pick later in the rounds that kind of needs someone to fill in where they need him to, or it might be a Pale Poner picking it up because he's kind of seen, nice shot, he's kind of seen the draft pool, he's seen who he wants, and he knows he has a reliable Marine Mike. Or you never know, you might see an XD ally, aka Daly, taking Marine Mike somewhere maybe in that 5th round.
How funny would that be?
It'd be a Daly move, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It literally would be.
Because he has the confidence level to pick Mr. Relevant at pick 60.
Absolutely. So I think it's really unpredictable who's going to take him right now.
Uh-huh.
It really all depends on how the draft plays out, but you never know. He could be in someone's he could be in someone's little draft scout there on their board.
Personally, I think D-Mart takes him, to be honest. It depends. If D-Mart wants to build his team around defense with his first couple of picks, and he just needs the left winger that can score the goals when D-Mart feeds it to him because he's an offensive catalyst. Or the person who can forecheck and get the puck back, or can play defense when somebody's missing. I think Marine Mike's definitely that guy, and he'd fit with D-Mart. And because personally, I always go by anybody can score goals. It's just if you can create space, that's what makes you elite. And Marine Mike can definitely score goals. So
I agree with that statement. I completely agree. And I can see it as well.
Uh-huh.
I can see it all day. That
Watch
D-Mart takes him.
Marine Mike win in a Rocket Richard just because he just gets fed by D-Mart all day. Just taps it in.
It could happen. It could happen.
Uh-huh.
All right. We got anything else we want to talk about? I mean, well, all right. We talked about it the other night. And it's the whole influx of players, a massive amount of waivers having to sit out due to not being drafted, due to another league being in an off season. Give me your thoughts and then I'll share my ideas. Do you think that we should have added more teams? Like, do you think we should have reset the draft once we saw all these extra people signed up and re-pick captains?
Like, if this happened like a week earlier, that we closed the pool and like there's less trades happening. Like, if there were 1 or 2 trades, like what's the big deal? Just reset the draft, add 2 more captains. Like, I would have been okay with captaining, even though I don't really want to. But if we have enough players, I'll do it. Like, I don't care. But yeah, definitely. If we had more time, I think it would be better. But within a week from the draft, and with all the trades that have happened already, I think it's best to stay with 12 teams. So
I agree too. My thing is that we have all these guys signed up from another league in an off season. Number one, you don't know if they're going to stay here when their league's not in an off season. That's number one. Number two, we are only a week out. Like, now we're only a day out. But when all this really came to life and the questions started being in the air of, oh, we could have had more teams and such, it's hard because like you can't reset the draft. At that point in time, it'd be dumb. All these trades have been done, all the captain strategies and such have been done, everything's been done, and you can't reset it at that point. But like you said, if it was like a week after the draft, or I mean after like picking the captains and only a few trades have happened, then yeah, at that point, just to get everyone else playing in the league, then sure.
what was the number that we said yesterday?
I think there's going to be 23 people that are waivers or something like that. Like 20, it's either 22 or 23, something of that number, where another 2 teams could have easily been formed, and then we would have had enough people to even form a third team. But we needed an even amount of number, and we needed people that could be waivers for these teams, that just in case people can't be on. But something I want to bring up is I had a specific conversation with Daly one day about where he wants this league to go to. Nice goal. And he told me he wants 239 to grow. He wants it to be this big thing, and he wants people to come watch our media. He wants people to care about the league. He wants people to sign up and play, which is definitely the direction the league should go, in my opinion. And the thing is we're in that moment right now where we have a chance for the league to grow, but we didn't adapt to it. And it might have been because it was too late, and I'm not blaming the admins or anything like that at all, because they do a great job. They work hard. I just think it kind of sucks for the moment we're in. Nice goal. Goaltender interference, hashtag. But it's hard. You're in a moment right now where too many people are signed up. And you can't change the entire league for a one-season possibility thing and kind of screw over every other captain that's already done all these trades, screw over someone that might have gotten the first overall pick and then all of a sudden ends up with the last overall pick. Something like I said to you is that what if, like, let's say D-Mart's not a captain and Daly is, and Daly gets that first overall pick and just drafts D-Mart. Now, is there any team with a chance in hell that with the last pick in the draft can match up to let's say there's 14 teams or 14 captains who has the 14th and 15th pick. Now, does that person have any chance in hell of drafting 2 good people in a row that could potentially match up to anything close to a D-Mart and Daly? So it's like it really all depends at that moment in time, but we do need to adapt to all these people coming in the league, and I think we'll see after the season. I really hope that new rookies that don't play in any other league do get picked up in this draft, because if they don't, I think you don't see them sign up again because they weren't drafted, they don't feel like they have a chance, or maybe they weren't reached out to by captains, maybe they don't know how to reach out to the captains to try to get scouted. So there has to be something in place for next season if this happens again. But again, you can't look at these guys from other leagues that are coming in during the offseason and say, you can't play here, because that's just not the way it goes. So there's a lot of things that could be said. If you want the league to grow, you need to find a way to merge these newer guys in and find a way to get more teams. But at some point, there has to be a stopping point and say, all right, when is too many teams too many? When do we want to have the league be like locked down on, so like who's good, who's not good, like who should be playing in a league, who shouldn't be, like those kind of questions need to be answered. So I don't know. It's I think with the point in time, basically to answer the freaking question, where we at in the point in time, don't change anything. But if it happens sooner, add more teams.
For sure. And for any of the rookies that are watching, I'd say if you don't get picked this season,
be around next season.
Yeah, just be around next season. Especially, and also, if you get asked to do waiver, do it. It's a fun time. even if you don't know the people that you're playing with, still playing competitively is a whole new level to NHL. And like, I don't know how the waivers work, like incredibly. Luckily I've never been a waiver, and I was lucky to get picked up in my first season, even though I did 0 scouting games, which is also a bad idea. Make sure to get your name out and scout. But yeah, it's definitely, if you don't get picked, stay around for another season, get your name out there, and when you get picked to a team, it's a great time. So don't be discouraged.
Yeah, we're not saying sign up again too just to keep you coming back. We're actually saying it because another league isn't an off season, which is why there's a huge influx of people signing up. So if these many people might not be here next season, and you might have a much better chance. Huge save by the goalie there. Might have a much better chance of getting drafted. So just be around. Don't. It's not us saying, oh yeah, just sign up again just to sign up. It's me actually saying, or it's us actually saying, sorry, that no, you have a much better chance next season if all these people don't sign up as well. So yeah. All right, Cosmic, where do you think you go in this draft, and who do you think you go to?
Oh man.
You already knew the question was coming because you asked me it the other day, and you're probably going to ask me again regardless. But
yeah,
who do you think you go to, and around where?
Personally, I don't. After last season, I don't think, especially with all the new people, their skill level, like what I play, is definitely not a first round type of play. But I've heard that I'm going somewhere in the first round. So I guess to who? I'd say either Ability or Martin McFly. Those are the two captains that I've kind of narrowed it down to.
Okay. Do you think Marty takes you? If Marty's to take you, do you think he takes you in that 7-8, or do you think he tries to somehow? Do you think you fall all the way to pick number 22? I personally don't think you do. I don't think you fall down to 22. I think you're somewhere in that range of pick number 7 to 13. I think we know as good as you do, or I know as good as you do, that if Ability can get you, Ability's going to grab you.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any question there. He's very impressed by stick handling and such, and you have that. So yeah.
Basically, if Marty doesn't pick me in 7 and 8, I'm almost positive that Ability picks me at 9. But you never know.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I've narrowed it down to, which I'm fine with both captains. It's just I'm just interested to see who I go to, and I'm looking to have a fun season. And to any captains that maybe have a pick above them, if I were to sell myself or promote myself, I'd say, if you want to make the top 10 every week, just hit your boy up, just draft. I'll make sure that happens. That's all good.
There we go. Hashtag just gonna send it on that one.
Always.
I'm trying to think of. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
If you could have anybody be your line mate, and I mean by anybody, and I don't want to hear a typical, if it's D-Mart, it's D-Mart. If it is him, then it's him. But if you had to have anybody you would want to try to be a line mate with, whether it's a center or right winger, because I think you're dominantly left wing, who would you want? If you could just pick one person, who would you want?
So one person I had to pick, and it could be.
It could be anybody. It could be D-Mart. I'm hoping it's an answer that's not just a typical D-Mart.
I haven't played with D-Mart an insane amount. Or when I have played, I've played goalie, hashtag Big Save Bill, but
hashtag Big Save Bill.
I would due to past experience, I'd say either Marty McFly or Agent.
Okay. An Agent's a dominant. Does he normally play right wing? He just only played left wing due to being on the old dad special with Dankett, right?
When I've played with him, he's played center.
Center. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure.
I just I like playing with centers that are really good at passing the puck and can also finish when they get the puck.
Okay, that's good then. Yeah.
Yeah, because personally, I think I can create lots of space for other players on the ice.
I agree.
And when they play that high slot, always back on defense, so the wingers can forecheck hard. It's just a perfect game because it sets up a bad time for a defenseman trying to break out. Because if you're trying to send it through the middle, you have a center who can just pick it off and just put it right in the net. Or when we're forechecking and they see that centerman, they can't do anything about it because we're forechecking. So it's just the perfect style of play for me. And That's what I like playing in.
So basically, Agent or Marty McFly is what you were saying.
Yeah, those are my two ideal linemen.
All right. I won't make you pick between either one. We'll just say either one would be good.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else we want to talk about?
Well, who do you think you're going to, and who's your ideal lineman?
Okay. Who do I think I'm going to? I don't know. I've heard from a few captains they have some interest. I'm not going to put their names out there because I don't want to jeopardize a draft at all or anything. And I'm not saying I'm some huge guy that's going to go anywhere. That's a game changer. I'm just saying it just to kind of, because they told me it in privacy and everything. Hashtag good guy. But I don't know exactly where I go. I think I end up going in the third round. I think that's where I'm going to be. Whether it's late second or whether it's somewhere in the third, it could be even early fourth. I just think I'm somewhere in that range, which is kind of like it's basically the middle of the draft. I don't know where I go yet. I don't know what position. Like I said earlier, I played a lot of scouting games, and in these scouting games, like for instance, Dom Silva was scouting in the first week of this game being out on like EA Access, and I played a bunch of games, and he had already seen that I've played. He saw me play right wing. He saw me play defense. He just needed someone to kind of fill in at goalie while he scouted other people. I was playing goalie and I was doing good. And then all of a sudden I'd go play with Daly later at night with all these captains and they didn't have a goalie to play and I just was like, screw it, I'll play. And goalie's been going really good for me. I was averaging like 1, maybe 2 goals against at most. So I was playing really well. I already have like 3 or 4 shutouts in these Sixes games. Hashtag Big Save Bill's brother. But I don't know what I go as. I don't know if I go as a forward. I do believe I go as a right D because that's where I'm at. That's where I was at last season. I helped as a rookie bring a team to the playoffs. And, I mean, I don't know. I am phenomenal. I'm just kidding. But there's that. I think I go somewhere in that range, and I don't know who to yet. I've been talked to by a few, but either way.
So
ideal line mate?
Yeah, so when do you want to do this? When you're playing forward or when you're playing defense? So if you're playing right D, who do you want your left defenseman to be? Or do you
I'll do it this way.
Forward?
I'll do it this way. Well, I'll do it through defense, but I'll play either the left or the right side. It depends on who I would be talking about.
Okay, so who's your ideal lineman?
Here's the thing. I want to play with Daly at least a season here. He was someone I wanted to be drafted by this season because we have a good time. We talk a lot. We both have a very similar strategy for how we like to play. I'm more a stay-at-home defenseman where Daly doesn't mind taking a little bit of a risk and stepping up, and that's fine with me. I'm okay with that. That's how I'm used to playing it anyway. So I wanted to play with him. But then he's traded kind of out of a space where I think he can get me. But, I mean, anything can happen. So Daly mostly is someone I'd want to play with. And then, of course, we got to go with this season's Norris Trophy and person who won 2 other awards as Rookie of the Year, who beat me for the Calder Cup, okay? I can't talk down on that. I'm just going to take that with a grain of salt that I lost, and that's fine, because she definitely deserved it. I would love to play with her. I think she plays a style just similar to Daly's, in my opinion, that she's a catalyst. She can play, she can be shut down on the back end, but also can carry the puck up, put the puck in the net, and I love that from a defenseman. It's something I feel like I need to work on as personally, so I'd like to be a stay-at-home defenseman right now as I try to work on that. So I'd love to play with either Sea-Doo or Daly, but if I had to throw it off a little bit, I would love to play defense with Drug Monkey because this guy thinks I'm a 5th-round pick plug, and I'd love to show him why I'm not. So, yeah.
Nice. Well, looking forward to that. I want to see who you get drafted to because I don't think anyone has a clue on where you're going. Even you. I don't even know.
I literally have no idea, man.
So,
I might even play bench. Listen, I might be Marine Mike's coach.
Yeah, definitely not. No. You're definitely getting a starter spot. I just don't know who to. I don't even know where you're playing. Imagine goalie. What's your goalie name? Yeah, no? Are you keeping that?
We're going with the no, just because, no. Did I score? Yeah, no.
No.
Did I save it? Yeah, no. Like, it's just a good answer for everything.
Nice.
Maybe I name myself Big Save Junior or Big Save Bill Jr.
I don't know about that. I think that's kind of.
Fair
so,
enough.
we're wrapping it up there, or any other question?
I want to set it down this point. My rookie season, I played on one of the most emo teams that 239 apparently has seen. I mean, a captain sat himself. I love Dank. Oh, wait. Before we go into that, we had one question that we went over the other night that I want us to do again. You asked me who I think was going to have the biggest bounce back season.
Oh, yeah.
Who I think was going to be like that guy that needs to do something, or maybe underperformed that's going to perform better. You had your answer. I had my answer. I'm going to let you go first, and you're going to tell me who you think is going to be kind of a standout guy who needs to be better, who's going to play better, and kind of be, exactly like of what I asked. He's going to be a standout guy this season and kind of make up for what he did last season.
Okay, but quick question. Why'd you leave the game? The score was 0-0.
What?
The score was 0-0 and you left
I left the game?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I thought the game was over.
Almost.
My apologies.
Alright. So, my bounce back player of the year is Stoey Joba. I think he just... Because he got drafted... Everybody knows they got drafted. If you were here last season, you know he got drafted, what? By Tomahawk, I think, right? And it was, like, insanely high. And he got traded, like, 2 times to the Old Dad Specials and the Church of Yam. And, I played with him in Season 2, and he is one of my favorite wingers to play with. Even though he was playing on his off wing, he was still an amazing forward. And I hope he finds a team that takes him at a reasonable spot, and he can just contribute insanely. I think that's just what he's really good at. He's that good second forward, even a first forward, I'd say, that can create goals and hit forecheck super hard. Because I think he's one of those guys who play as power forward or grinder who just scores a lot of goals and gets to the front of the net and hits a lot. So yeah, I think Stoey Joba is my bounce back player of the year.
Okay.
So what's yours? Who do you have to say?
Well, so a part of the question was underperform, and I have to kind of take that out. I don't think this person underperformed. I think they did a great job. He put up a massive amount of points like he normally does, but I think when I say bounce back, I think he has something to prove. I think he's trying to show everyone that he's better than what people think he is. That basically my person's Dank Love, a.k.a. Santeria, or Santiera, however you say his name. So basically, I think Dank came in as a captain last season. I'm thankful to him. He's one of my IRL friends. He's the best friend of mine. He drafted me. He got me involved in 239. I don't think I would have been drafted because I wasn't really scouted beforehand. I didn't really know much about 239. So I thank him for getting me involved in the league. On the Old Dad Special, I brought it up a few times. There was a lot of emo, a lot of discuss about who on the team didn't like the captain, who didn't think the team was ran properly. A lot of trades happened. For instance, Joe Stowe was on the Old Dad Specials for a little bit, and then he wasn't. There was a lot of people on the Old Dad Special. It was just it was a community of people at that point. But I think Dank sat himself out in the championship the first round of playoffs against the boys after night number 1, due to some words being exchanged through myself and him and the people also on the Old Dad Special. And then all of a sudden the Old Dad Special lost, and which is all right because we lost to the boys who actually end up winning the whole championship, which is all right. I think he has something to prove. That I think he actually loses a little bit of draft stock this year, and I don't think it's due to any playing ability. I don't think it's due to his talent. He may play a different system than most people like to play, which is okay because he ends up putting up points in the end. And I get not everything's about points, and that's fine. But he's a good player to have. He is a catalyst to an offense. He can make stuff happen. He creates a lot of space. But regardless, I think he wants to come back this season. He wants to kind of prove to everyone, listen, you don't like me, that's fine, but you're going to have to like how I play the game. You're going to like that I put the puck in the net, that I can help a team, and I think that's what he's going to prove this season. Beauty pass. I think he has that to prove this season, and I think you're going to see him have the biggest bounce-back season, because like you were telling me, his skill set is perfect for this game. This game's a lot, there's a lot of dangles, there's a lot of chance to have some open ice. The poke checking may be OP, but you and him both always find ways around fucking getting poke checked. So it's I think he does a tremendous job this upcoming game, and I think he just has to prove that he's good, regardless of emo, regardless of the style he plays, he's someone you want on your team, and I think he's going to prove that this next season.
I definitely agree with that. He's going to be one of those guys who's on the top 10 almost every week because he's very good with the sticks. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do we have anything else?
I don't think we really talked about anything. Oh, and by the way, in case everyone's wondering, we recorded this once already, and it didn't really turn out the way we wanted to. So
my dumbass forgot to turn off the commentators, and it
and
ruined the entire thing.
So I was like echoing. So when we say talked about this the other night, we mean at 2 a.m. last night, which is Sunday at 2 a.m. And yeah, that happened. So. Yeah, I think we touched on everything that we wanted to, and we kept it a little bit shorter. So.
Yeah, we actually did. We kept it about 30 minutes shorter. Basically, to close it out, we're going to have some ideas of what we want to try. We might have like a top 10 rolling in here. We might do some highlights. We might do anything. Like, we're going to think about it. The show's in its beta stage. We're figuring it out. As of right now, the show's going to be on a Monday or a Tuesday. We're going to be back live on either the 239 YouTube or a 239 Twitch. Or something, maybe Cosmic's Twitch, whoever's Twitch we want to go live on Tuesday, the day after the draft. We'll talk about teams. We'll talk about who needs to do what in order to win, maybe what teams need to do trades and such like that. We'll talk about that. So we'll test that Tuesday out. We know people are probably going to be watching it due to it being like about the draft and everyone involved. But then after that, we'll come back the week after that on a Monday. We'll see how Monday goes. We'll come back the week after that on a Tuesday. We'll see how that Tuesday goes, and then we'll make a decision on what night of the week we're going to do from there. Between Monday or Tuesday. And of course, like I said in the beginning, as the league goes on and series get started, beauty goal, we are going to kind of determine what time to do it at. I think it's probably wise to start at around 8 or 8:30 because then it keeps us limited to a max of an hour to an hour and a half. So we'll figure that out. We want to make the show shorter than all the other ones because we want you to be able to actually sit down and listen to the entire thing. So that was kind of the intention. This one, of course, is going to be a longer one because it's about the draft. It's something that pertains to everyone. There's a lot of information. Beauty snipe. So there's that reasoning behind that. But as we move forward, it's going to be easier to talk about the series that happened in the week. It's going to be easier to talk about some highlights and show them or like some little drama going on. We don't want the show to be too long. We want to make sure everyone's kind of enjoying themselves. So there's that.
And also, when we're doing it live, if you want to, I think we're more than open to comments. And
absolutely.
We do live the 239 Tonight Q&A, I guess. If you want to do that, just ask us a whole bunch of questions about the league if we don't bring it up or we don't think about it. I think that's a great way to express everyone's thoughts on the league and get different opinions on it. So that's definitely something that we can do. So when we're streaming, you put it in the comments, or if you want to hit me or Cortez up on
You
Twitter.
just said there, didn't you?
Yeah, I know, I said there, I know. But if you want to hit any of us up on Twitter, I think mine's just KosmicFade without the retarded spelling, and yours is, Derek Cortez, right?
Just Derek Cortez without the X.
Yeah, so...
You can hit us with tweets. We'll check them out. Obviously, whatever ones we want to answer, we'll talk about. We might not talk about every single one. Just kind of fair nose beforehand.
Yeah.
But either that, and when we're live, if we're on a Twitch or a YouTube, there's also the comment section, like the chat boxes and shit like that. You can always use that if you don't use Twitter. Mm-hmm. So we'll figure it out as time goes on. And thank you guys for sitting down and watching this entirety of this thing. Thank you to the admins for letting us put on a show here. Thank you to Cosmic for being my co-host. I went to Daily about a few weeks ago and talked about doing a show because I really enjoy doing this. I really enjoy 239. I like all the work everyone puts in. I just enjoy it, and I wanted to kind of do something more. And I just thought, you know what, Cosmic's a cool guy. Him and I like and talk about the same things. We both play with each other all the time. So it's like, why not host a show together? And I thought I just got a penalty shot, but I guess the period ended.
Yeah, I thought you did too.
But either way, thank you to Cosmic for being the co-host. We may bring on special guests at some point, and if you do, we'll put you through the process of how to do it. Don't be afraid to shout out some people. Don't be afraid to kind of put forward who you'd like to see. Maybe we bring on Daly. Maybe we bring on Ability. Maybe we ask Hansel Roberto to come out of hiding and come on the 239. Even though I have a strong feeling of who it is, I won't share right now. I have a strong feeling of who it is. I do feel that Hans Roberto could potentially be on 239 tonight. By the way, shout out to DeRock on the website. Amazing job.
For sure.
But DeRock, if you're watching this, we need a favor. We need a favor.
Big favor. Huge.
We need a sign with a guy holding a beer in one hand or just holding a can in general, and then the other hand holds a sign saying 239 tonight, and the guy, like the little emoji character, is going to be Larry Enticer. We need like the guy, the just gonna send it guy. We need him. We need his like mullet and everything on the character. We need the sign. We want a sign.
Yeah.
We want it to be that. So go in. Oh, I didn't go in. But
so that's that.
Yeah.
So are we rolling the mixtape on the way out? Or?
Oh yeah, we'll definitely do that.
All right, go for it.
I say basically again, thanks guys for checking it out. Make sure to check out the website for all your newcomers. 239hockey.net. Check it out. It's amazing. New stuff coming soon. Be on the lookout for the scoreboard. Looking for everything. Thank you again to Cosmic for coming on. Thank you for watching it. And until next time, it's been your boy Cortez and Cosmic on 239 tonight. And we're out.
Adios.
Peace.
Those are fucking torqued.
Well, that hurt, but DT still runs, so round 2.
Got double the ass down your shoulders.
Picked up the 340 last night for a 2-4 Old Milwaukee, eh? Fuck, that's good shit. Oh, something hit my leg. Another day, another beer.